So here, this video is going to be based on my weekly technical analyst price action review of the daily chart. I just finished doing my weekly chart, so here's a daily chart, guys. Okay. And as you guys know, last week, just going over the weekly chart, the market closed in the doji in the weekly chart. So that's indecision, clearly indecision, and what makes this not such a good move, which makes the bears a little stronger, is a doji candle happened right at the high of the bar. I mean, all-time high of the market, and that's showing that the bulls are not as strong and not supporting those highs, the all-time highs, and the market's coming back down again. So it's going to be interesting what happens this week. If we see markets really go below this bar over here of, let's see, what is it? That's 24.96. I could see prices continuing to go down and maybe finding some support around this 24.82 level. That will bring the market back into consolidation, and the markets will not be bullish or bearish. And let's just quickly see the trend lines I drew. Let's see if I drew anything. Okay, it's first of all will be this trend regression trend channel that I drew from this point and this point. And clearly the market's been respecting this trend channel rather well after this point. After this point in the market. And as we see last week, the whole week the prices were trying to get above this, below this low of this trend channel regression. I mean, this trend channel over here, and it just didn't work. The markets kept on failing, and finally broke below, and no longer testing that regression trend channel anymore. But if the markets do rise again, I would like to see how the prices will be behaving around this regression trend channel. This regression trend channel's slope is rather high. It's pretty steep, but not so steep. If prices do get into this trend channel, regression trend channel, we could see it behaving like support at this lower regression trend channel line. But as of right now, it's behaving like resistance. And if markets do get higher, like I said, I would like to see how it behaves around this regression trend channel. Let's see this trend line over here. So if markets do go below this level of 24.96, honestly, I said I'll find support around this 24.83 level. I'm sorry if I made a mistake before, but it's this support level at 24.82 level. Around that, I'll find support, and also I would be looking how, if prices do get to this area over here, how it's going to be behaving with this trend line over here. It is sloping down, and I think that it could be behaving like support, but like I said, it's going to be interesting when prices get around this area. So just keep a note of this trend line if prices do go down. And I'm going to draw these horizontal lines over here. So if markets do fall below this 24.82 level, I will definitely be neutral, 100% neutral. I wouldn't be bearish or bullish, but if prices do stay above this level, definitely bullish to neutral. And if markets do go above this all-time high of 25.03, definitely can see the markets continuing to go higher. Donald Trump this week is supposedly introducing new corporate tax rates. I don't know how Congress is going to welcome these new tax rates. He's talking something around 15%. The current corporate tax rate's at 39%. So that's more than half. If Congress does deny him those lower tax rates, we could definitely see the markets crashing lower. They would just lose faith. The markets will lose faith in Donald Trump because all he has been doing is making promises and things that he tried to go through Congress have failed. But like I said, this is strictly a technical analyst study, so it's just it's good to be aware of what's happening, in politics and the economy, but strictly based my trading based on technical analysis. So like I said, if prices stay above this level, 2482, definitely staying bullish to neutral. And what's interesting also, let's take a look at this trend line that I drew before. Where was it? This one over here. Look at that. The markets try to violate. Look how the prices have been reacting to this trend line over here. It's been behaving like support and resistance, and the markets try to close below this trend line. It didn't work, so this is really bullish. The bears tried to control the price action but failed. The bulls brought it right back up again. So during the week, just keep your eye on this trend line over here. I think there was one more that I was looking at, but can't seem to find it. Well, even if we move the trend line just a little bit more to the left, as you see here, it's been behaving like support. Over here, broke below it, tried to close above it, failed, and it's still behaving like resistance in this area. But if prices do stay above this level of 2482, definitely staying bullish to neutral. And also, guys, I haven't mentioned this before, but I'll also briefly look at the VIX. It's always a good idea to keep your eye on the VIX. And if I bring it up here, as you guys see, the markets don't really like staying below 10. It's not comfortable below 10, and I just also don't like it seeing at 10. I think it's not justified. I think there's just too much going on for it to be below 10. But we are at 9:59 from the close of Friday. So just keep your eye on the VIX always, guys. This is something I always look at. I like to see how much volatility is in the market, how calm the market is, and the market's just too calm for. I think it's my personal opinion. I think that market's just too calm for what's really happening in reality. But like I said, the market's always right. You can't fight the market. This thing can go lower, clearly. As you see in this, we went below 9 at one point. But, I definitely see the market staying, above 10 would be, legitimate. Alright guys, that's just my weekly price action technical analysis review of the weekly chart. This is the daily chart. And if you guys have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comment section. Thank you.